how to control your mind to achieve anything you want. Now, this video is not some new age stuff like manifestation or law of attraction. You want to pay close attention to this video until the end and really apply what I'm going to share. So I have been always fascinated by the mind, and over the years I applied many methods to become the master of my mind and not the slave to it. But this was not always the case for me. Around 3 years ago, I was in serious trouble. I was about $1,000 in debt and I didn't have a job in the beginning of the global event that happened. I was under a lot of pressure to turn things around, and to be honest, I always been very ambitious and driven. I never gave up on one day living life on my own terms. But at times that pressure was really heavy. But luckily for me, I was immersed in personal development and practicing how to actually control the mind. Otherwise, I think I would crumble under that pressure and I wouldn't be where I am today. So fast forward, I managed to get out of my situation and I got a very lucrative corporate job, which I quit after 19 months in to fully focus on building my own thing. Now, the reason why I'm telling you this is if you are not able to control your mind, you'll always invite unnecessary pain and frustration. Now let's talk about how the mind actually works, because if you really want to master your mind, you have to understand the fundamental principles, otherwise you'll only get temporary results. Trust me, I've been there. Now, understanding the mind is a complex topic, but today we are going to simplify it. And for that, we are going to use the book Thinking Fast and Slow. The author, Daniel Kahneman, I believe he's a Nobel Prize winner in behavioral economics or so. He wrote a fundamental book in the field of psychology and decision making. So he argues we have two minds. So the model he uses is System 1 and System 2 thinking. Our mind is split into two parts. We have the conscious mind, what he refers to System 1, and we have the subconscious mind, which he refers to System 1. Now, your conscious mind is the one that you're using right now. This one is only 5% of our mind. Now, the goal of our conscious mind, System 2 thinking, is to critically assess the information, the inputs. It is also the seed of reasoning when you are imagining something in the future, when you are planning, or when you're using critical thinking. But the problem we face with System 2 thinking is it is slow. Our conscious mind is slower than our subconscious mind. And it also takes a lot of energy, because this is the mind where you use to critically think about things. So right now you're using your conscious mind. You are probably thinking, is this information relevant? Do I still watch this video? Does this video help me? And because our conscious mind, System 2, takes a lot of energy, 95% of all our actions happen below the surface. That's where System 1 comes to play. System 1 is essentially our subconscious mind. And this mind is the one that is habitual. It is the emotional mind. This is where all your memories, emotions, and experiences, past experiences, are stored. And because our conscious mind, System 2, takes too much energy, 95% of everything we do is subconscious. All the thoughts, emotions, actions, memories, everything is below the surface. This is where System 1 comes in. And System 1 is much faster than System 2. Our subconscious mind is also known as the habitual mind. The reality is this: 95% of all our actions are subconscious. What that means is it is actually running the show. We are run by our subconscious programs. But the real problem with this is we have all those goals, dreams, and aspirations, but we are run suboptimally. What that actually means is your subconscious mind is programmed, especially in your childhood. Between the age of 0 to 7, as childs, we don't have the ability to critically assess the information. So we store all the beliefs, all the thoughts, and all the things that we are told to do. And that programs us in a certain way. Another way our subconscious mind, System 1, is programmed is through emotional experiences. For example, let's say you want to start an online business. You put yourself out, you maybe create an Instagram video, and you receive bad comments like you don't know what you're talking about, or who are you to talk about business, you are only 21 years old or so. And because this is an experience that we don't like and it is highly emotionally charged, it gets stored in our subconscious mind, and over time it will program us. Because remember, 95% is below the surface. We are programmed in a certain way. So the next time when you want to post another video, you'll probably self-sabotage yourself, or you don't even want to post it again, because this is what programs us. And the problem is, most of our programming is bad. We want to get things, but we can't have it at all, because we are one foot on the gas and another foot on the brake. We want it consciously, System 2. We have the goals, we have the dreams, we want to start a YouTube channel, we want to increase our sales, we want to do all those things. But system 1 runs the show because you have past experiences that affected you negatively. And you have maybe beliefs that are not suboptimal, like when you think money is the root of all evil. This is a belief that many people have, but they want to make money, but subconsciously they have that. And they are not even aware of that. And that's why our subconscious mind is flawed in that sense. And a lot of marketers and political propaganda knows this. They want to emotionally charge you because they know if they invoke some fear and make you angry, they are much more likely to program you, and you are not even aware of that. For that, you have to become more conscious. What I mean by that is we have to become less reactive. 95% of our thoughts are the same as the day before. What that means is when you are doing something, like for example, let's say you want to do something like post a video and then the resistance comes up. And then what most people do when they face this resistance, like this self-sabotage, they succumb to it. They either don't do the action that they have to do, or they just procrastinate. But you want to face it head on. So when a negative thought or a feeling arises, you have to respond in an optimal way. You have to stop labeling it as bad. Take it for what it is and ask yourself, is this true? We have to use critical thinking. The most developed part of our brain is the prefrontal cortex. This is where you use critical thinking. It is inevitable and normal in the journey. You will face a lot of resistance. You will face a lot of bad emotions and thoughts and feelings. You have to respond it in an optimal way. Direct your focus to something more positive, more accurate. I know this sounds cheesy, but it is really the key to controlling your mind. Most people are so reactive because first of all, they don't know how the mind works, and second, they are not even aware of the programs that are running their life. So you have to direct your focus to something you want. There's another concept called confirmation bias, and this one is really powerful. It is our mind's tendency to confirm things that we believe in. So when you believe that you are not worthy or you are not good enough, your mind will actually look for ways to look for more proof. Because remember, our brain wants to conserve energy, and the best way to do this is to just offload some tasks. And the most effective way our brain offloads those tasks is to rely on beliefs. Once we believe something, consciously and subconsciously, we are oriented from that perspective. So intercept the thoughts, the feelings, and ask yourself, is this true? Is this accurate? And then change your focus to something more accurate. In other words, more positive. You have to consciously reprogram this cycle. This is how you take control of your mind. Now, I want to be honest with you. This is not an easy practice. You have to practice it every day because our subconscious mind will still run us, but over time we can reprogram it. So practice it every day and make it a habit to focus on the things that you want, because over time you will really become the master of your mind. So when you want to control your mind, really what you're saying is, I want to control my life. And for that, I put together a very practical video called How to Organize Your Life. And for that, you have to first organize your mind. I talk about this in the video and then I give you some practical strategies. It is a really good video. You will really want to watch this next. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comment section below what your biggest takeaway was, if this video was valuable. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I post a video. And thank you for being part of this community.